Welcome, people, to the Wrestle Story. We are live. We are early. We are early.
Yeah.
We are early.
We are early, and hopefully we are live.
And we are early. Seriously? Come on.
Ah,
okay, thank God.
there we
Jeez.
go.
I didn't know if it was going to show up.
There we go. Alrighty. We are
video?
live. Sorry, it took a second.
There we got video. Video's there. Video spinning.
Go to multi-stream.
Multi-stream. Hello, people of Earth.
What's up? I'm gonna put this tweet out so people know we're live.
Yes. Mrs. Gleen. Yo. We'll wait here and get some people in here and we'll talk about the big things that happened in WWE today. Let's make a bazillion gazillion dollars and then release everybody.
I'm gonna.
You've been asking for your release for the last 6 months? No. Oh, wait. Yeah, we're releasing now. It's a bit chippy.
Great.
Give it a minute. Give it a minute. Or, yeah, don't give it a minute. This is the way our stream always starts. Why? Why does our stream always start this way? I'm not sure. I'm not sure why. Dun, 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 dun.
Hello. What is up, Snazzy? Futuristic? Well, how's it going?
Futuristic. Great to have you here. In the house.
Yeah.
Impact is on already. No, we are going to talk.
Not yet.
How you doing, Observer Stuff? We're going to talk about the breaking news, the big news, the crazy news from WWE. It is April 15th. It's been a year since a lot of releases, and today we have a lot of releases.
Yeah.
Andre the Giant was released from WWE today.
Okay, so yeah, guys, essentially today, earlier
Lewis, how you doing?
This morning, we had WWE.
Jonelle, how you doing?
Who once again, a year from the last time we released a crap ton of people, April 15th, we've done it once again.
It is going to become in WWE known as April 15th.
Release day.
Black Day for them.
So
I call it Black Friday, but it's not a Friday. It's a Thursday.
It's Thursday?
Yeah. Last year it was a
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Next year it'll be
I guess next year it will be a Black Friday.
So yeah.
Charlie, how you doing? We're talking about WWE right now.
So let me actually pull
WWE, Lewis. WWE has released a bunch of wrestlers, including some big names.
And we're going to go through it, talk about how stupid WWE is for doing this, talk about their reasoning behind why they did this. I am pulling up the list.
We are doing good. We're pulling up the list, not Chris Jericho's list. This is our list.
Okay, so essentially this morning we started off, the day fabulously, and then WWE decided to punch everybody in the face.
Or Jewess.
And
how you doing?
And release a bunch of people. So yeah, I mean, I don't. Once again, WWE has done it. They have just.
They had a release party. Yes, they did.
I don't understand it because the reasoning behind. What is being
See what I have to put up with, Lewis? Just a second. See what I have to put up with? All the time. I catch crap all the time.
The reason that is being used, that all these people have been released, is because of budget cuts. First off, I would like somebody to explain to me how WWE has to do budget cuts when this year they did. Or this past year, they did record profits. And next week, when they do their media call, their business thing, their business quarter, whatever the garbage it is, I'm sure they're going to say, we've made record profits.
Yep.
And they just signed the giant Peacock TV deal and all of this stuff. So I don't understand how they can sit there and say, it's because of budget cuts.
Jack, how you doing?
Because we all know that's crap. it's crap. Everybody knows that it's a bunch of crap. And they're firing people just because they have way too much talent and they don't know what to do with them. And a lot of them probably asked for their releases because they weren't being used. And they just decided to do it all at once. And get rid of them and say, oh, it's because of budget cuts.
Yeah.
It's not.
No, it's not.
Like, it absolutely is not.
No. I don't think they have a clue what they're doing. I don't know. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. You know? I don't know. John Elite. Me right now.
Woo! All right. So,
Ray, you made it!
What's up? I am not happy with Samoa Joe's release. They just let go one of the best color commentators they had. He made WWE watchable when it otherwise wasn't. That's from Mrs. Gleen.
That is the sad part. If they weren't going to use him as a wrestler, the guy was good on the mic, and he was a good announcer.
The thing about it is, that I will say, I think it's dumb that they, like, you know, if they, like, let him go, and it wasn't a case if he asked for his release, but I'm going to assume because of how much of a big name he is, I don't think that they would just, out of the blue, be like, we're going to get rid of Samoa Joe.
I don't get it.
I think that he probably asked for his release, and then you sit there and you go, why did he ask for his release? Well, it's kind of obvious why I think anybody would ask for their release.
Oh, yeah.
It's such,
no doubt.
mismanagement and misused talent and just misused, man. So, there you go. First one that will kind of go through, Samoa Joe. He was the big one that everybody was like, oh my god, what? You released Samoa Joe?
The funny thing is, he put out a tweet. I don't know if you saw it. Pabst Blue Ribbon apparently signed him to a contract to do commercials. And he said, 90 days. Or something like that. I just thought that was funny, how he responded to it.
Yeah, so Samoa Joe.
Yeah, I mean,
Samoa
that's...
Joe. I would love to see him in AEW. I think he'd be, going back to Impact would be cool.
If he went to Impact, here's the thing. If he went to Impact with the whole idea of doing the cross-promotional stuff with
we could see
AEW.
Yeah, we could see him in
Impact
both.
could bring him in and go, we brought back a beast to help save our company. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they could do something along those lines, and I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, and I think that wherever he decides to go, I think he'll be used far better.
Do you think Billy Kay and Peyton Royce actually got released, or they just got released? They got released, they're gone, they're no more, they're out, adios. The Iconics are no more in WWE.
Yeah.
They are now free to go back and be a tag team somewhere.
That doesn't surprise me at all, because the fact that they broke them up was the dumbest thing I'd ever seen in my life.
He's injured, right?
He was.
He was.
However, I think he was injured, and then he got cleared, but they kept him on the commentary team. I know he dealt with some injuries. I don't know if he still is. I think the last that I heard, like I said, I think that he might have been cleared, but I don't know for sure. But, yeah.
I bet they're going to sign new talent. Well, that doesn't go along with your whole idea of we're making budget cuts.
No, it doesn't. They just signed a crap ton of new talent right before they cut all these people. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Split up the Iconics, then you fire them. Yep, that's right, Jack. So yeah, Peyton Royce and Billy Kay both were released. Billy Kay was announced first. It was one of the first two that was announced, and everybody was like, what? Like, she was just on WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Less than a week ago,
Yeah.
she was on WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And Peyton Royce hasn't been doing jack squat. I mean, I think they were maybe going to do something with her before. They were doing something with her before, I suppose, with the Lacey tag team thing, but that wasn't really going anywhere. I think that after Billy Kay, it was announced that she was leaving, I think everybody just kind of had to know that Peyton was going to go too, because I don't think that Peyton would have ever stayed with WWE, like, since Billy was leaving, and vice versa. I don't think Billy would have stayed if Peyton was like leaving.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I think both of them leaving together, it makes sense, and
I agree.
I don't think that I don't think that they were gonna stay without each other.
Yeah.
So
Jonah, I would say I don't want to see no more people in AEW because you got enough people right now. Just focus on the roster you have right now. The thing is Tony Khan has said, and I heard this in an interview he had the other day, he loves to have more wrestlers because it allows, if someone needs the time off, they can always take the time and go somewhere else and or take the time off and go heal up and rest up and be okay.
The other thing about it, I think, is we could easily say the same thing about WWE and say, well, WWE already has a bunch of talent. I don't think they need to sign a whole bunch of other people, but they continue doing it and then don't use anybody. You know, they use a few people, but not, not a bunch of people. Like, not everybody that they have on their roster is being used.
Let's see here. Iconics Forever. Stream on Twitch is freezing. Could it be me or is it y'all? Right now it says we have an excellent connection. I've got a connection. The show we're watching is running pretty smoothly. So I would say right now it's not us.
I don't think it's us. It might just be Twitch. Sometimes, things are a bit...
But who knows?
Not I.
Has anyone talked to Dan? There was no Eve yesterday, unlike him. I seen some tweets that he's posted out. So I don't know if they just took the day off or what, but I did see he posted some tweets, or sent out tweets, or how would you say that? He tweeted.
He tweeted? I don't know.
He tweeted.
He put up some tweets earlier, about the releases and, thinking about everybody that's been released and stuff. What is that?
USB device.
Is
not
it
regular.
this? That's just moving.
You just killed the keyboard.
I didn't do anything.
Good job.
I did.
My keyboard's dead.
It's not lit up anymore. I'm sorry. Y'all, it's freezing up on Twitch, so they can be YouTube. That's all good, Raymond. That's all good. YouTube is good. It's smooth as vanilla for me. All right, cool. So no issues. That's just weird.
Smooth as vanilla.
So the most recently announced release as of like 30 minutes ago was Mojo Rally.
I believe he's okay because he was putting out some tweets yesterday.
I don't think that Mojo Rally was ever used to his fullest potential in WWE. Same goes for Bo Dallas, Tucker, Wesley Blake, Kalisto. Those are 4 more guys that got released. I think the Bo Dallas one is really, a lot of people were like, oh, Bo Dallas is the feed.
Yeah.
And, what a swift kick in the head. What a swift kick in the head, man. He apparently had been backstage at shows. He was at WrestleMania. He did a test match or whatever when they were like testing cameras and stuff.
Yeah.
Earlier in the day during WrestleMania, and so he was like there. He was like hanging out with people. He was around, and they let him go.
Yep.
Wesley Blake. That one isn't super, that doesn't surprise me so much because I think that Steve Cutler left a while ago, and I think that Wesley Blake, he'd been with NXT forever. He'd never got his moment on Raw and SmackDown, and
yeah,
he just wasn't going anywhere, and they had the Forgotten Sons with Jackson Riker, and Jackson Riker held the 2 of them down. It wasn't good. So, sad to see him go from WWE because he's really a talented dude, and I don't think he ever got his moment to shine. However, I think that once stuff is up, maybe he will join back up with Steve Cutler.
That's
and do a tag team thing again.
I could see something like that.
Because I think the two of them work together really well, and I could see them doing that.
Futuristic WWE might have died out on me. Not gonna lie, if I stop watching wrestling, I'll be surprised because I watched wrestling in 2003. Well, just stick around. You can come check out our shows, Futuristic, and we'll let you know how good or bad it is. You could do that anyway. Jack says Dan said he was in the hospital last night. Nothing serious. So there you are. So he was in the hospital, Lewis. That could have been why he didn't do his stream. Rip keyboard. Yeah, not as bad as the mic though. Not as bad as the mic drop. Did Tucker ever recover from his injury before release? Yes, he was actually in the Battle Royal.
2 weeks ago?
WrestleMania SmackDown
Battle
Royal.
Last week.
Yeah.
Last week. He was in the Battle Royal, yeah.
Bo was a surprise one to me, says Jack. If they release Liv Morgan, do you think the whole world will turn into a frenzy? 3 people will be upset. Jono, Liv,
Ruby,
her mom, and her dad. That's it.
Ruby would probably be upset about it.
Ruby, okay, so 4, possibly, maybe.
So I don't know.
Mr. G, could Joe fit in New Japan? Yes, he definitely could fit in New Japan.
I don't think anybody at this point is gonna be like, I don't know, hopping on the New Japan thing, because there haven't been a ton of like U.S. wrestlers that have been let in, because USA sucks.
Yes.
So it's it is potentially, but I think at this moment in time probably not, just based upon the way the world is and COVID and stuff.
Yes.
We still have 90 days for these people to be able to get out of their contracts and do stuff, but still.
Futuristic, why do they still have Velveteen Dream? He should also be fired.
There's several people that I think probably should be let go.
Just wait. They might not be done yet.
For one reason or another, because of things that they've done, and it's baffling that they're still there and they've released some of these other people, but I don't know.
Do WWE even want the women's tag division to work? Do they want the tag division to work on men's or women's? Because it seems like they don't.
I think at this point in time, I don't think that the keyboard is being wonky. Undo it.
Yeah, and then just plug it back in.
Maybe it's a cord.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Might be a little bit loose on the back.
Anyways, the women's tag team division is like non-existent. I mean, you just got rid of Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, who were a big portion of that for a long time, and then you split them up and did nothing with them when they could have been working in the tag team division, and now they're not even with the company anymore. So, I mean, I think that the women's division, not in WWE, in Impact or AEW or both, maybe NWA, I don't know, could be getting a shot in the arm with some of the women that were released today. Like I said, we had Peyton Royce, we had Billie Kay, Mickie James was also released, and so is Chelsea Green.
She just signed a 3-year contract.
I know, and she just got released. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Mickie James, I firmly believe that Mickie James probably wanted out. And I think that she's probably wanted out for a long time, based upon how they are not using her. And I think that, I think that she wanted out. And I think that this was a case of not them going, hey, you're fired. It was a case of she wanted to go.
Yeah.
And they just gave it to her.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how you could, like, have her there and not use her.
Yeah, I agree.
If she's cleared and she can wrestle and you could build a story.
But it's WWE, so what do you expect?
They were supposed to do a story with Mickie James and Chelsea Green right before Chelsea Green broke her wrist or whatever when she first came up to SmackDown or Raw or wherever she was at. And then they dropped it because, well, she got injured. And then they did nothing with it when she was cleared.
Yeah.
So, I don't...
By the way, how you doing, Will Raleigh Sport? Great to have you here. Hi, what a shame about all the WWE releases. Chelsea Green just got medically cleared last week. Thought she was coming to main roster again. Hope they all go to Impact. AEW, Impact, NWA, Livestream. Thanks, Mr. G and Maven. Hey, you are awesome, Will Raleigh Sport. Everybody that comes in here is awesome. We appreciate you guys. Well, unless you're certain people. And then you get Banned! Joanna, they couldn't build Green up after she came back from his injury to go to the Canadian Women's Championship. You have nobody to fight Bianca Belair. Well, the thing is like, I think WWE right now is lost. Mm-hmm. Jack, USA don't suck. The GOP and the majority of both houses of Congress suck across both parties. Example, Joe Manchin. But broadly speaking, the USA forever has a contingent which says we messed up. We always mess up, Jack. We are too capitalistic and want money for everything. And
let's change.
It's kind of why
I just think I just think that Americans suck.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what I think. I think that Americans.
Sorry for all of you Americans
suck.
that are in our chat. You suck.
I'm American, and I think Americans suck. Like, it's just that's.
Not that money is important, but I believe that life is more important than money. Sorry. I'd love to see the Iconics in AEW. I mean, it's just on the other side of the river. It is.
I think there's a strong possibility the Iconics could be headed that way solely because I think that, Sean Spears is up there. Sean Spears is married to Peyton Royce. I think that she would fit in over there.
It'll take 90 days for them to go across the river.
So, yeah.
Whoa, politics.
Mine isn't even about politics. I just think that Americans suck.
Yeah.
I think Americans' attitudes...
People in general.
Suck. But specifically Americans.
Anthony, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. Jeff, thanks for joining us. Anthony, I think they should have just started moving Mickey to being a producer if they weren't going to use her as an in-ring performer. Mr. G. Yeah, I mean, that'd be a good way to do it, but WWE doesn't do things like that. They had Samoa Joe on as an announcer. And they cut him.
Didn't use him.
Futuristic, you know what? It's even more sad. We will never see a Liv Morgan versus Peyton Royce match. They had a great feud together. Correct. Jack, but the Philadelphia Eagles suck for sure.
And also Spirits on AEW, yep. Hey Jeff, what's up? What's up? What's up? Hey Gleen and Maven, I ain't hype anymore. Mojo's been released.
He has.
He has. So yeah,
Gronk to AEW, yes.
Well. The other two that I didn't really talk about much, Tucker and Kalisto. Those are two other people that were released. Tucker, man, it's another case of you break up the tag team. You do absolutely nothing with him. And he gets released. I don't...
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Thanks for following.
I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. I mean, Tucker was really, I liked him. I thought he was a good wrestler.
Yeah.
I thought for a guy his size, I thought that he got around pretty well and was a good wrestler.
Yeah.
He also had some decent character work when he was doing the stuff with Otis and Heavy Machinery and the tag team, and I think that it was just such a messed up decision to break them up.
It goes back to the whole tag team thing.
I mean, yeah, tag teams in WWE, they don't do very well because, tag team wrestling doesn't, it doesn't matter in WWE. But, I think that, I'm excited to see what he does elsewhere because I think he'll be great elsewhere. And then Kalisto's another one. Kalisto, was working with Lucha House Party.
Yeah.
They took him off TV for a while because I feel like he had some issues.
And they brought him back for
I feel like he had some issues. I feel like I remember hearing something about he had some issues with people. People didn't love him so much. Attitude, something like that. Or he wasn't happy with something. And then they brought him back on television, turned him heel, broke up Lucha House Party, and he disappeared.
Yeah, I have no clue. No clue. No clue.
I legitimately don't get it. Kalisto's great. I like him. I think he's gonna go. Can you imagine Rey Fenix and Kalisto match?
Yeah. That'd be cool.
It would be fire.
Definitely.
It would be so good.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot that he can do outside of WWE. So yeah.
Yeah. Raymond says, did Joe ever clear concussion protocol? I thought he was. So I wonder why he wasn't brought back in ring action. Do y'all think he will go elsewhere? I believe he will go elsewhere.
I think
in fact, based on the tweets he's put out, I would say he's going to go somewhere else. I just don't know where.
I thought with him, he messed up his wrist, his arm, something like that. And he had his arm in a brace for a long time.
Yeah.
And that's why they put him on the commentary team. And then that was better. And I thought they were sort of going to do something with him and Seth.
Yeah.
Like, back at the start of the pandemic era of television. And they sort of did like a face-off between the two of them, and I thought they were going to do something with that, but then we didn't, and he didn't. So, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Jeff, Maven and Mickie James can save the AEW women's division. I don't think the women's division needs saved in AEW.
I think that Mickie
Their
James,
division, I think she would add to it.
I think so too, and I think that she not only would add on screen, but I think that she is very knowledgeable in the wrestling business, and I think that she's very well respected, and I think that she knows what she's doing.
Their division.
So I think that she could help not only with the women, with the men's side too. I mean, just everybody, with giving them insight and tips. And
their division was starting to pick up.
Yeah.
And a lot of it had to do with the pandemic. A lot of it had to do with a lot of them being injured at the same time. And the women's division in AEW is going to pick up. You're going to start seeing more women's matches, I think, as we go along. Lewis is an American, and he agrees, too, that sometimes just Americans suck. Futuristic, who beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl 2019? Oh, that's right, the Eagles. Yes, they did. JoJo got released. Yep, he did. Why do you guys think AEW released Ivelisse? Because she had the worst ever, no-sell in a match against Thunder Rosa.
I don't even think it was just about that. I think it was maybe her attitude too.
But
I don't know the full story.
I think that was probably the straw that broke the camel's back.
I don't know. And the thing about it is that Tony Khan has only released 2 people in AEW history.
Yeah.
It was Jimmy Havoc and Ivelisse.
Yeah.
So.
You mad that the Eagles beat the Patriots? No, I'm not. Lewis, does he keep making new accounts? He's talking about Dion. Ah! Yeah, he does. I'm in Philly, and yeah, they suck. I'm trolling Jack. The Eagles do suck at the moment. Eagles are one and done. See, Lewis knows. Will Raleigh Sport. Chelsea Green, fiance Zack Ryder is in Impact. Maybe she goes there. Possible, very possible.
I think she has a lot of different ways she can go. She's friends with Deanna, who's in Impact. She's good friends with Britt Baker, who's in AEW. I think they could do something with that.
How's it going, Scott?
What's up?
Mickie James was nice on social media. Did you see her saying nice things to Vince? And thanks to opportunities, chances, she's great. Yeah, well, she's been in a little different situation than some people.
What? Who?
Mickie James.
Oh.
Lewis, Phoenix, and Kalisto, yes. Vince needs to get his head out of his A-star. Hello, Cody.
What's up?
Both Iconics gone. Split just to be released. Best females team in WWE, in my opinion. I would come close to agreeing with you. But what team hasn't been split up? Futuristic agreed with Cody. Do you think Ivelisse will go wrestle for Impact? No. Patriots won't win. Patriots won the Super Bowl 2019. Ivelisse is the female Austin Aries. Good evening. How is everyone doing? We're doing outstanding, Scott.
Fabulous.
So I'm on a Dion watch. Dion. Bah!
Impact just started.
Yes.
I don't know. What are we doing here? You want to it's TJP.
It's TJP.
TJP and somebody. He's fighting.
I'm trying to remember who it said he was wrestling.
Josh Alexander?
Yeah, and Josh Alexander. That's it.
Is that it?
That's it. AEW have 2 great women on AEW Dark, Kayleen King and Maddie Rinkowski. They're great on there. They will be on AEW Good Women's roster. AEW Tai Conte is so good. Yeah, that's what I said. I think the women's division's picked up in AEW, and the huge reason they weren't is because of injuries and then just COVID. I mean, I think that was probably a huge reason as to why some of the stuff that has happened without having a lot of women's storylines.
WWE touts they made all this money, but then fires people. No defending that at all. That's what makes absolutely no sense to me, is how they can go out there and feel good about themselves and blame it on budget cuts when they made record profits and they had that huge Peacock TV deal. They had all this stuff that they did where they made a whole bunch of money. They brought fans back at WrestleMania, and they, like, all this stuff where they've made a crap ton of money.
Crap ton.
And they want to claim that they have to fire people because of budget cuts.
Yes.
That's a joke. A joke. And everybody knows it's a joke. And everybody knows it's a giant lie. And everybody knows the reason they're firing people is because they have way too much talent. And a lot of them either want their releases and they just decide to give it to all of them at once. Or they realize that they have way too much talent and they're like, oh, well, maybe we should just, like, you know, get rid of some people. For no reason whatsoever.
Yes. Raymond, but that was her second time being let go for some reason, backstage problems. Hate to see Felice let go, but if it's true, I can understand why. Yeah, that's just it. I mean, there's a lot of rumors that she has been a problem at backstage, not just. And AEW, I think you'd probably have to do a lot to have. But
that's what I'm saying, though. Tony Khan.
You would have to do a lot to have Tony Khan go.
Has only released 2 people in Impact
need to leave.
AEW history, and that, like I said, it was Jimmy Havoc and now Felice, and that's it. So he doesn't just go around firing people for no reason.
Well, he even said he doesn't like doing it. Impact is on. Anthony, are you surprised that Sammy Callahan hasn't made a debut in AEW yet? And how would you debut him, Moxley and Kingston, or attacking Moxley and Kingston? Here's what I would do. If the idea is to bring Sammy Callahan in, I think it'd be awesome if they did. I would have him somehow get into a feud with the Good Brothers or somebody on Impact that's tied to Omega.
Mm-hmm. I think Omega and Callahan.
And have them just beat the crap out of him on Impact. And then we have Moxley and Kingston in a situation back on AEW, you know, a couple weeks later. And they're getting the crap kicked out of them by, you know, the whole Young Bucks, that whole crew. Mm-hmm. And then Sammy
Callahan AEW, guys. AEW had 1.2 million viewers.
Jeez.
Sorry, it made me remember. That was the other thing I was going to talk about. They had 1.2 million viewers.
Mr. D, does everyone released today have a 90-day no-compete clause? I believe so.
That's what I've heard.
Futuristic, I'll be back shortly. If I don't come back, then I hope everyone has a wonderful day or night. Well, we hope to have you back, Futuristic. So WWE split up. Heavy Machinery, Tucker gets released. Iconics, Peyton and Billy released. Miz Taraj broken up, and Axel and Dallas gone. Is clear Vince doesn't care about tag teams. No, he does not. But he's willing to throw, like, stupid things in, like, whoa, let's throw 14 guys into the ring and have them fight.
Yeah.
I love Impact. Love to Neil Dashwood and Deanna Peraza. They've done fine since leaving WWE. You can do it. Brian Myers, Cardona, Eric Young, all done okay. Heath Slater, he's on Impact, but injured for ages. Yes, in fact, Brian Myers and Matt Cardona tonight have you pick your poison match, where basically Brian Myers will pick Matt Cardona's opponent, and Matt Cardona gets to pick Brian Myers' opponent.
Oh, that's fun. One thing I will say about this that, it really sucks that all these people got released or getting released. I'm not entirely sure that we're done announcing people being released. I think there could be some more later tonight, maybe tomorrow. But I guess we will see, because that's about the way it went last year. However, it sucks they're being released, but I think that ultimately it's for the better. And, like, they will, I don't know, the people being released are going to ultimately gain more from this than they would have just staying with WWE.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I know exactly
cool.
what you're saying.
You weren't even listening.
No.
That's cool.
No clue what you said.
Okay, cool.
I was trying to listen to this.
Cool. Well, I was just, talking.
Yeah.
Whatever.
What'd you say?
I said that the people that are fired, it sucks that they were fired, but they're ultimately gonna see, I can't even remember what I said.
So is that important, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. You're losing.
Besides AEW firing Elise, WWE is the only promotion to fire people during the pandemic. Scott, and I don't think AEW would have done that if she wouldn't have done what she did. And then from what I've heard, she's been a pain in the butt in the back.
Just don't have a sour attitude.
Because Tony Khan said he doesn't want to release any. In fact, he's like, I've signed people. I've brought people in during the pandemic. So they had a job to go to.
So actually, on the Evilise thing, I saw a tweet from her earlier this morning where she said something about, like, somebody put up that video and was like, seriously, like, how can you even be, like, proud of, like, what you did in this? And she's like, well, you see, I was the veteran in this match, and Thunder Rosa wasn't listening to what I was telling her to do, so you don't disrespect a veteran like that. And I was like, but you didn't, what?
Yeah. Yep. Let's see. I missed something here.
Something?
Yeah.
Probably.
So
by the way,
I think Anthony wanted me to finish my thought before you scared me with your. Whoa! Just a second. AEW. So anyway, I would finish your thought on before Maven like scared the crap out of me. I would have him do the so after he gets beat up in Impact by all these guys, you have Moxley and Kingston getting beat up over on AEW a couple weeks later, and then Sammy Callahan comes to the ring to help out Moxley and Kingston, and then after they clear the ring, you have Callahan and Moxley stare each other down, and then you can go wherever you want to go from there. I think that'd be cool. I think that's why Tony K has not signed Tessa Blanchard is because of her past. I would agree. That, and I don't know how well she gets along with her dad. So WWE kept Dream Theory, Riddle, Riker, but released incredible talent. Yes. You are correct. She didn't mean to, Will. Samoa Joe next on Talk is Jericho.
Dude, you know, if anybody's gonna gain anything from this, not only the wrestlers getting to do something elsewhere, but Chris Jericho, he's gonna have a whole bunch of podcasts that he's gonna be able to do with all this ex-WWE talent.
Yes.
He's gonna get so many shows out of that.
What did Evilise do? Why did Tony Khan release 2 people? He only released her that I know of. Oh.
No, and Jimmy Havoc. Jimmy Havoc was the other one. The only 2 people in the entire history of AEW. And both of them have been for pretty legitimate reasons.
Yeah.
So
Evilise got released. If you watch, there's a video of her wrestling Thunder Rosa. And she basically no-sells anything.
Yeah, it was not good.
Yeah.
It looked really bad.
She looked like she didn't want to be there. Like literally, I've seen wrestlers that look like they don't want to be there, but she was like blatantly like obvious that like, why am I in this match? This is stupid. I'm not like doing anything. I'm not going to make anything super easy. And so that's why she got released. And plus I heard she was a troublemaker in the back. Mm-hmm. Mr. G, does everyone released today have a 90-day, no-day compete clause? I believe so.
I believe so. From what the talent has said, yeah, I'm assuming that they have a 90-day no-compete clause, but we will see.
Cool. Yeah. Mr. G, I did a face reveal on Twitch at the Swerve Show. Cool, Ivan. Lewis, this match is good so far. Yes, definitely a good match so far.
Josh Alexander's great.
Yeah.
I like him a lot. I thought when he was teaming with Ethan Page, I thought it was cool. And I really dislike TJP, like as a human being. I think he's kind of trash. However, his wrestling is, he's a good wrestler, which sucks.
Sorry, I'm laughing at what Jack said.
Well, you could easily be like laughing at me, cause
no, I'm laughing at Jack. Jimmy Havoc trained me in 2013. Jimmy Havoc was sacked from AEW. Coincidence? Yes. Anthony, I think that's why WWE hasn't signed Tessa either, Mr. G, because even though they have the infrastructure to deal with her, they don't want to deal with the backstage problem she's going to cause. Yes, she's going to have to like change a lot, I think, to get into one of those companies.
Ooh. That's nice. Like I said, TJP's like he's really like a smooth wrestler. Like
he's got it locked in.
He goes into the different moves and stuff so smoothly, and not a lot of people like pull some of the stuff off that like he does. And
he reversed it.
They don't do it like smoothly, but TJP does.
Submission to submission. Back to another submission. Wait! What do we got going on here?
I don't know. He's got the armbar locked in.
He's trying to put him in the figure 4 leg lock while his arm is being tied up. So Impact isn't live on Twitch. I just went to check shows offline.
We're watching
that is weird. I'm watching it right now. Did you watch Chris Jericho and Stone Cold Broken Session? Did you read that already?
No.
Evil East, not surprised. That match was awful with one of the best women's wrestlers in the world, Thunder Rosa. TJP is great, not a fan. Hey, Maven.
Yeah, I'm not.
I like how I read all that, and then I get... It's like this. Did you watch Chris Jericho and Stone Cold Broken Sessions? Evil East, not surprised. That match was awful with one of the best women's wrestlers in the world, Thunder Rosa. TJP is great, not a fan. Hey, Maven. Sorry, Will Riley Sport.
Yeah, like I said, TJP is he's a good wrestler. I just think he's a trash human being.
Jack, I love making people laugh. Jack, we love laughing at you. Oh, I mean, with you. I mean, at your jokes.
Oh man.
These last 7 days have been great. Lewis, why have these last 7 days been great?
Well, because we've been live.
We've been live 7 days?
Over 7 days.
Holy crap. That's a lot.
We've done 2 weeks of like live shows. I mean, we had Mania Night 1, Mania Night 2, Raw Watch Along, NXT Watch Along, AEW Watch Along, Impact Watch Along. 7 days.
Yeah.
Are we doing watch alongs all the time from here on out, or like are we just doing review shows?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. We'll talk about it. Did you know that Maria Kanellis, EC3, Chris Masters at NWA? Not sure if you saw that or watched NWA. I have not watched NWA.
In a while.
No.
I did see that Maria Kanellis and what is it called? Mike Kanellis. That's his name. Jeez, oh flip. Mike Kanellis and Maria Kanellis, they signed with Ring of Honor.
Yes.
I did see that.
It is over.
Josh Alexander.
Your winner, Josh Alexander. I could do that. Wonder how much they pay for that.
Probably a lot.
Well, I gotta. Here's your winner, Josh Alexander. That sound like him? Close?
Yeah, close enough.
Okay.
Close enough.
Hey, dude, how's it going?
What's up?
Not sure about Chris Masters. With all good. Mrs. Gleen, Impact is working for me. Also, smooth streaming, knock on wood. Hey, Mr. G, there you go. Just so you don't feel left out. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Loads of content recently. Yeah, man. Well, from here on out, we're doing we have a show every day of the week.
Yeah.
Mondays
we hope
Raw.
You love it.
Tuesday we got NXT. Wednesday is AEW. Thursday, clearly Impact. And Friday is the SmackDown. So.
Mr. G, where do you see Tessa landing realistically? Do you think she might have to go out of the country to compete? Probably to companies like CMLL, AAA, New Japan, or Stardom.
Nah, I think she's going to sign with WWE at some point.
Probably.
I don't think...
Vince will sign somebody like that.
I think that she's signing with WWE at some point. That's what I think.
Yeah, I would agree.
I mean, I don't think it's going to be difficult for her to find work.
Yeah. Clark, hello. As much as Shawn Michaels was a scumbag in the 90s, you don't see... well, that moved on me. Controversial figures like him in wrestling anymore because wrestling shows now are way too overproduced. To a certain extent. I think if you watch AEW, you're going to find that it may not necessarily be overproduced. Yeah, they have some spots where they do some stuff, but some of it is not just overproduced. It's like... I think it's like... All
about me.
Oh.
It's Tennille. Oh, Tennille.
All right. So, where was I going with this?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Somewhere?
Yeah. So, yeah, they're not overproduced. And if you watch, like I said, you watch AEW, I think a lot of what they do is, like, on the fly. Mr. G is lost all the time.
He got distracted by the show.
Mrs. Gleen says, they probably pay more for that than you currently make, Mr. G. Generally, for those who watch Ring of Honor, were there any good matches between Undisputed Era? I have not watched Ring of Honor. Lewis says, hit that like button, guys. Yes, hit the like button. Ivan, Extreme is following. Thank you very much. That's my introduction voice.
Lewis said, hit that like button, guys. Yeah, if you haven't already, hit that like button. Give the video a thumbs up.
Mr. Gleen says, my life is over Monday through Friday. Wrestling. Will Riley Sport, I think. I like Ethan Page. He was great with the North. His finisher is cool. Razor Ramon's finisher called Ego's Edge. Did you see he chucks them across the ring?
Yeah, dude, yes. There was a couple weeks ago when he threw somebody across the ring and, like, he legitimately, like, threw them. Like, he was in the opposite corner and he threw them across. It was wicked.
Yes.
Wicked.
Yes. Dude, I'm still waiting for Maven's cooking show.
I'm still waiting to do it. It's just a matter of having all the moving parts to get it done.
Yeah, the moving parts.
Because, like, you have to have lights and stuff.
Lighting and things like that would help.
And,
yeah.
like,
yeah.
It's gotta set it up.
I want to do it. Khan is a really cool dude from what I can tell, as long as he's taking his ADHD meds. Yes, he is good. Mr. G is lost only once in a while. John Lee, press con.
Yeah, we're getting a press conference between for the oh my god, what's his name? Omega and SWANN match.
Raymond found it was on the wrong Impact. Well, I'm glad you found your way to where you needed to be.
Oops.
Yo, Mr. G, it's me on Twitch.
Yo.
Well, I'm glad it's not me on Twitch, because that would not make sense. I'm not sure where he's going with that. Do you?
I know. What is this?
I don't know. I'm on ADHD meds too, and he definitely needs them.
Okay.
Returning soon! I don't know who she was. Anybody know who that is? Who is that? Who was that? What'd they say?
Ella May? Ella May? I don't know!
We have the sound turned down, so I couldn't tell. Jack, either hit the like button or the WWE will become your become your management.
Hey. It's crazy stuff.
Clark, back in the 90s, did you even know Shawn Michaels was hated in the business? I did not know that. Probably because of his attitude. Just guessing.
Yeah, he's kind of a trouble.
Mr. G can be talking with a purpose and then all of a sudden just... Whoa!
Squirrel.
Oh. Just as he's about to get the point. Squirrel! And he's lost his entire train of thought. It happens once in a while.
Once in a while.
Thanks, Mrs. Gleen. I've seen Khan at several of Jags games at Wembley Stadium. He must be a huge fan. Well, that and I think his dad owns him, doesn't he? I think he just lives at the stadium. Mr. G needs ADH meds. He acts just like our other daughter who needs them.
Taylor Wilde. That's who it was?
Taylor Wilde, that's it.
Cool. I didn't know
who was that? Taylor Wilde.
It totally did not sound like Taylor Wilde. That's not what it sounded like they said, but whatever.
It happens all the time!
It's the Good Brothers. Carl Anderson. Yeet. They're so cool.
Machine Gun Carl Anderson! How's that?
Epic.
Thanks.
And he's fighting, what's this dude's name?
I call him Decay.
No, that's not his name. Crazy. But now my headphones are so loud.
Mr. G, you should subscribe to Swerve Show Stream on Twitch. You can see my face reveal. I am subscribed to Swerve Show on YouTube. Clark, the next DVD I'm going to watch is Rob Van Dam's The Whole Effing Show.
I'm sorry. Dion.
Mantar and Crazy Steve. Oh, that's who's in the ring?
Crazy Steve.
Yeah, it is. I see him now.
Oh, the machine gun? That was wicked. The Twitch chat on the Impact stream was really funny. That comment that just made me laugh.
Bullet Club in Japan are the only Bullet Club. These dorks
are not.
Little does he know that these were part of the original Bullet Club.
I'm turning this down a smidge.
Why? So you can hear something?
My hearing is like, boom. You know, can't hear now.
What?
Exactly. Exactly.
Is he related to Shahid Khan? It explains why AEW is filmed next to Jag Stadium and why he always sat next to him. Yeah. Yes. That is his dad.
Oh, cool. We just got back from a commercial break and we're going to commercial break.
Yeah, and we needed a commercial break. That's why I always said that he needed to,
we'll be back.
Oh my Steiner God! Math! We got Steiner Math right now!
I'll be back in a minute. Oh, Steiner Math. You got a 50-50 chance of winning. So you got a 25% chance of beating me. And then you had Kurt Angle in the mix. Your chances of winning go down. Now you have a 33 and 3/3 chance of winning.
Your chances went down. You had a 25% chances of beating me.
And now
your chances went down. And now you got a 33 and a third chance of beating me.
This promo is so dumb, but it's hilarious, man. It's hilarious. I love it. The Steiner Math promo, and that's why they show it so much. That's why they show it so much. It's because of how like awful it is, but it's hilarious, man.
It's funny.
Oh man, that's pretty much how I do math, though. You know, you get a 25% chance. And then your chances go down, and now you got a 33 and a third chance. The promo's so dumb. I'll be right back.
You should get StreamYard so people can talk to you. Yes, I can do that. One of my favorite RVD matches is his ladder match with Eddie Guerrero. Wasn't Jeff Cobb on AEW one time? He's currently in New Japan. I believe he did a short stint there, John Lee. The Eddie RVD ladder match happened in Edmonton, which is in my home province. Cool. Yes, John Lee says, Ivan. Jack, I've got a 33 and a third% chance at a sacrifice. But now you only got a 43% chance of winning. Mr. G, as a math teacher, please incorporate that into a lesson. John Lee, you one of those girls who likes romance? This match must be restarted. If you've not hit that like button, make sure you hit that like button. That's the face of a man tempted to teach Steiner math. I'd do the same. Bobby Roode with long hair, yes. They did it! They won! The Motor City Machine Guns!
Hello. We're still not back from commercial break. You kidding me?
No, we're still at commercial break.
Good lord.
The Taker, Clark says the Taker Batista steel cage, which ended in a draw because of both guys' feet touching the floor. Did that ending affect the match for you? No, I think things like that make it interesting. We are back to the match, finally. I turned my note gactions on.
Cool.
What's
Don't
it?
know what
Or
that
a
means
not
at all.
gaction.
What else? What else?
Oh, your notifications. Sorry, Ivan. That is some kind of commercial break with all that yelling, my dude. Was it good or bad?
Depends. Oh, that guy's face paint is leaving his face.
I've been to several Jags games and one Patriots game, but no Super Bowls.
I've been nowhere.
You're missing out, Jack.
I don't go to football games. I don't think football is that interesting.
The Apollo
I don't
Biggie
even
match made no sense. Not a single drum was used in the match at Mania.
I
You're
know.
correct, John Elite.
I know.
Did not make any sense at all.
The thing about football, to me, is like, okay, I don't know what any of it means. You're just throwing the ball, like, across the field or whatever. Like, I don't know. I don't get it.
Zandel, how you doing? Great to have you here.
What is up?
Right now we
What is
have
up?
Carl Anderson against Crazy Steve.
Yush.
12 games pro total, says Jack. Ivan, Mr. G, subscribe to the Story Show's stream on Twitch. Follow him. Zandel, hello people of the interweb. Mr. G, tell Jack to get Twitch.
Jack has a YouTube. That's good enough for him.
Ivan, I think you just told him. John Elite, Mr. G, is it true Breeze is retired? Yes, he is. He is retired. Definitely retired. Zendel says hello, Miss, or hey, Mrs. G. Not hello. Hello. It's hey. Mrs. Gleen, nobody cares, but Maven just paid me a big compliment. She said, I sound like I know what I'm saying while practicing Norwegian.
I did. I went out to the kitchen to get some orange juice, and she's in there doing her Norwegian stuff on Duolingo or whatever. And
Ivan says, I am going to a college football game sometime.
I was like, you sound like you know what you're saying. So, I mean, that's good. This match is kind of... Oh, Black Taurus.
Crazy Steve.
This is exciting.
Jack says, I didn't like sports until 2013 when I got a concussion one day and spent the night learning football as I was planning to move to Bozeman, Montana. Why were you going to move to Bozeman, Montana, Jack?
That was a nice spine buster.
That is it!
Carl Anderson has a nice looking spine buster.
Yeah, he does.
It's like wicked and it's like boom.
We'll see you later, Ivan. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one, man.
Cool.
Zandel says, generally, don't remind me, we will never have another Drew Brees on my beloved Saints. Here we are, Johnny Swinger and his Swinger's Palace.
Ace Austin.
Oh man, you came back?
What are the odds Ace Austin walks out of Rebellion, still X Division champion or whatever? Denim. TJP is the odds-on favorite. Oh. Josh Alexander? Is that who that is? I think that's who that is. I love that they were just fighting earlier, but now they're like standing in a room like chatting with one another.
A second. I don't remember what his name is, but he's the guy that hung around with. He's the guy that hung around with. He's the guy that hung around with Scott Steiner.
Ah.
Does anybody remember what his name is?
That was funny.
I don't remember what his name is.
That was really funny.
Jack says Bozeman was because I was planning on doing my master's there. I picked it because it happens to have a good uni and it was in my favorite Star Trek film, Science. Generally, both of my favorite quarterbacks are gone. Drew Payton. Zandel, one of my favorite storylines for Impact was who shot Johnny Bravo during the wedding. Yes, that was good. Jack, the 90-day thing seems like it won't stand up in court, but taking WWE to court is cost prohibitive to wrestlers who don't make much money. Yes. Clark says Undertaker was protected a lot throughout his career, so was Steve Austin. Do some guys want to be protected so they don't look weak? I don't know. I don't know that Undertaker was protected.
Oh, it's Bobby Lashley.
We haven't seen this before.
Not at all. Never.
Jack, but then I did the Masters here when I found out there's a world-class uni near my house, and I never do. Dude, that ring, why don't they still do that? I think there were some wrestlers that complained about, because you can't, like, it's hard to get a running start and just the whole idea of having all the turnbuckles in there. I think there were some wrestlers that complained about having that set up like that. Hulk Hogan was also protected a lot throughout his career. Well, Hulk Hogan kind of made wrestling as far as I'm concerned. If it wasn't for Hulk Hogan, wrestling wouldn't be where it is today. Hogan nixed the six-sided ring, right? I don't know who did it. I think there was a couple wrestlers that complained about it and didn't like it.
Oh, boo-hoo. It's such a unique thing that makes him stand out. Yeah, It looks cool. What is wrong with you? Well, he's beating you up.
What is wrong with you people? We've never seen this before.
No, just once, twice, 300 times.
You're supposed to say, fight me, after making a statement like that, Mr. G. What'd I say?
I don't know.
I don't remember what I said.
Hulk Hogan made wrestling?
Oh, yeah.
Statement.
Hulk. Fight me! How's that?
Great.
Next comes from Nixon, the 1970 Biggest Monster, kinda. Yeah, kind of. Do any of y'all know what the phrase Ataya keeps saying? La huera loca. I'm crazy.
I don't know what it means.
I'm crazy. Hogan was huge in Japan before he was huge worldwide. Yes, and then he became huge worldwide. Your Hulk Hogan statement, goofball. Sorry, man. Sorry. Petey Williams, that's it. Thanks, Lewis. I knew it. I couldn't think of his name. Lewis is the man.
It's Eddie Edwards.
The star of the night is Lewis.
Eddie Edwards. It's Eddie Edwards. Who is that? Is that Willie Mack? I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool. I kind of know what I'm talking about here. What?
Jack said, I'm big in Japan.
Oh. Why are you out here? Dude, you didn't even finish your sentence. Okay. Are they piping this noise in?
I think so. Lewis is still on a commercial.
Sucks.
That's weird. We got a promo going on here.
I'm sorry, and it sucks.
Violent by Design is coming out. I love this. I love their music.
Oh gosh, dang! I forgot that Rhino was, well, with them now. His voice is so funny sounding. Eric Young, that's who I'm talking about. So
wait, since when was Rhino part of VBD? Like a couple weeks ago.
So, Eddie Edwards. What was the point of playing their music?
I
there
think
was no point.
They started it a little bit late.
Okay, so essentially that's
Mayhem!
Eddie Edwards was talking about Tommy Dreamer being attacked and Violent by Design or whatever the garbage their name is.
And then James Storm and Chris Sabin came out.
Well, yeah. That was good.
James
I like
Storm,
that.
He's good. James Storm's good.
That was a real. That was fun. That was the best part of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so essentially, Eddie Edwards came out. Violent by Design came out. Tommy Dreamer got attacked. Whenever that was, Violent by Design said we had nothing to do with it. Then Chris Sabin, is that what his name is?
Huh?
Chris Sabin?
Yeah.
That's his name.
Chris
Sabin. And, oh my god, we just were saying his name.
James Storm.
Yeah!
He was in NWA, man.
I'm sorry, I'm in a minute where I'm like... James Storm! They came out.
Oh, wait. Shh. It's Susan. Jack, who is it? I like how he said, Sue. Son.
Okay, so anyways. Chris Sabin, James Storm, they came out. Essentially just told what's his butt and his crew that to fight them at Rebellion or whatever.
Yes.
So
we looks like we have another match for Rebellion. John Lee, wait, since when was Rhino part of our VBD? A couple weeks ago, he, like, it might have been at their last pay-per-view.
Yeah.
He joined Violent by Design.
Yeah.
Everyone is looking up who Violet Chris... I can't even say the name, Jack. Who is it? Share with us, Jack. Mother of legendary, lovely East End gangsters, the Cray twins. Interesting. Interesting. So they were Cray-K? Did you like that?
Yeah, it was funny.
Jack, autocorrect, you've made a powerful enemy today. Apparently, Jack is going to go postal on the autocorrect.
Oh. Samoa Joe.
Said that at work. One woman believed me, then again, my old housemates believed me when I said I was at Violet Cray's funeral.
Samoa Joe is so good.
The Crays were New Jack times 2. Well, that's crazy, man. I just can't see them. Oh, times 2, because there's 2 of them. Gotcha. So they both would stab you. In the middle of a wrestling match.
No thanks. This is exciting. This is exciting. John Lee asks, in regards to the commentary team for SmackDown, is Michael Cole gonna do the show on his own? I don't think so. I think he's still probably gonna have, Graves or somebody on there. They'll probably get a new commentary team too. Or also it might just be Graves and Michael Cole. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, look, it's the recently released show. He showed up in TNA. And so did Bobby Lashley.
WWE champion Bobby Lashley. Can't believe that.
Lewis says this won't happen because... Did you read that? Happen because Eric Young is injured. Interesting to see what they do unless it was recorded before. I wonder if they won't bring someone extra in, or they could do it and have him not do a whole lot.
I was going to ask that same question because...
Oh, shh. We got an All About Me.
Oh. To Neil Dashwood. And Caleb with the K. Why does he always have a neck brace on? I swear, every time I see him, he's got a neck brace on.
He got hurt. My very first host. Would that be my first guest?
No, because Tennille is the guest.
Oh.
The host gets to ask questions to Tennille.
Oh, got you. Access is really behind.
At Hardcore Justice or whatever, Tennille became the #1 contender.
Go ahead, T-Dog.
So she's talking about winning the championship, the Knockouts championship. That was kind of funny. So Tennille had her All About Me show where she's the guest. She brings in somebody to host and ask her questions. Essentially, she got asked about winning the championship, and she's the next one to challenge for the Knockouts championship. So, and she's gonna win. Oh shoot, are they gonna have Jordan Grace turn on her?
Yes.
So we're getting Jazz's retirement ceremony. Something's gonna happen here. I think Jordan's gonna turn on her.
Something's gonna happen here.
I think Jordan's turning on her.
Real quick, I'm gonna get caught up on chat before this takes off. Jack says my ex-girlfriend, the evil one, was into the NFL too. Helped me get into it. Well, see, Jack, that wasn't all bad. You got into American football. That's good. That's a good thing. Misty exes are evil. I mean, most exes are evil, says Lewis. Like now, or I'll set Sauron on you. Yes, hit the like button, people. Jack says Lewis knows. Jack, you have a YouTube. Jack does. Yeah, search for it. You don't know Jack. He is out there. Jack is there. I've seen it. I've seen him. Now I'm going to be quiet for a minute.
Jazz is cutting a promo.
And then I realized I was older than dirt.
She's hoping for another title run, but that didn't happen at Hardcore Justice.
I'm gonna cry.
She said she knew Deanna was gonna give her a run for her money. But Jazz felt that she had one more run. She felt that fire.
We can tell from this promo.
But Deonna, being a true champion that she is, Jazz now knows that you are the present and the future of women's wrestling. Can't argue with that statement. Deonna is great. You know, Jordan, okay. Yeah, you got a few wins with Jordan.
But we didn't win the title.
Okay. We had the Knockouts tag team titles on their minds. As you should. She's thanking Jordan Grace for even considering Jazz to tag with her.
No. What? I'm not sure what she just said.
I think it was supposed to be future, but it sounded like Fuji.
Fruge. Your Fruge is bright.
Jazz never had the opportunity to work with this company in her 20 plus years, but in the last few months, oh my god. You talking about going out with a bang, sister? Jazz went out with a bang. Which brought her here to discuss tonight. Oh. It's Tasha Steelz and
Kiera Hogan.
Yeah. They got tissues.
You're shocked I got her name right, aren't you?
Yeah.
They speak in a language you can understand, Mr. G. I have no clue what she said.
Jazz, where else can you go from here? You couldn't beat us, you couldn't beat Deonna.
I have decided that my Fruge is here. I'm not leaving. It looks like nobody was invited. There's only two people standing in the ring. So where's everybody else at? There's a reason you two weren't invited.
There were people invited.
And all these people around the ring?
It's John Cena! John Cena was the only person invited to this show.
All of these people were invited. Where are they?
Okay.
What is Jazz doing?
I don't know. Oh shoot, it's a ref.
Let me show you my
video.
video.
We got a match.
We got a match!
Between who?
The women's tag titles are on the line right now, right here on Impact.
Are they?
Futuristic,
Jazz hasn't officially retired yet.
You're back just in time, Futuristic. We have a tag team title match.
Okay, I'm sorry. What is this? That is what Jazz just did.
I don't know. Well, I was trying to...
Like, she's all like, but she's not hitting anybody. Like, what was that?
Is this for the title?
I don't know, but that was bad. Bad.
Or is this a non-title match?
Didn't Jazz just retire? Like, I don't know what that was.
Oh, not tonight!
What?
We're not going out like that.
You usually lose as you get older, and you like get old.
Usually, most people lose their last match.
Jazz has the opportunity to finish off her career with a bang. Okay.
That's a left. There, see? That's better. She's going like this. That's a right. No, that's a left. Futuristic more tag team matches, but this time it's more impactful. I'm sorry. I'm never making that joke again. Wait, was MJF in WWE? Yes, he was, Jack.
Well, he wasn't, but he was. He was,
I just heard the fruit name. Yeah, I couldn't understand what she said. I was like, what? Your fruit is now. Or your fruit is bright. The crap is a fruit.
Disrespectful. Oh, we're picking up where we left off, okay.
I'm not retiring.
What brings Jazz here tonight?
Oh, it wasn't a tag title match. But they won.
It's time.
To win the titles.
That I fully say, this is it. My retirement. I want to thank all the fans. Dude, we already announced her retirement, though.
Oh, but this must be...
Oh.
She did win going out.
Oh. She's thanking everybody. And the roster came out. What are those shoes that person
She is retiring.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm scared of my fruite. Lewis, your fruite so bright you gotta wear shades. How did I not know? Just saw a GIF of Samoa Joe in NXT, and the guy he shows looks like MJF. Yes, MJF was there.
Yep, he was
James, hi guys. I'm heading back from New York. How's Impact? I may have lost my connection. It's been good. I think this has been a good show. Jazz just retired.
Thank you, Jazz. Thank you, Jazz. Thank you.
This is actually pretty cool.
Thank you, Jazz.
What are those? What are what, Futuristic? Watching y'all show on the road. Cool, James. Cool. I hope you're not trying to drive and watch our show at the same time.
No, that'd be bad. I don't recommend you do that.
Look, it's Petey Williams! He has a 33 1/3% chance of winning until that other guy gets in the ring, and then he's got a 25% chance of winning.
No. You did it wrong.
Huh?
You did it wrong.
It doesn't matter what numbers you throw out there. You can make it sound stupid.
Oh, man. I'll be back. I'm going to get some pasta.
Well deserved for Jazz. Yeah, it was actually pretty cool. They won a tag team. Her and Jordan Grace won a tag team match, and then the locker room came out and clapped for her. It was pretty cool what they did. Petey Puff! I am not driving. I am visually impaired. It doesn't matter, James. You can still be driving. I got a friend that's like legally blind and he drives. I'm like, dude, how do you keep getting a driver's license? Never mind. It's a joke for those questions. What are those shoes? I went, what are those? Gotcha, futuristic. I get you now. I know where you're coming from, dude. Generally, Willie Mack has the baggiest shorts I've ever seen in my life. It starts right now. Once in a lifetime opportunity to win this title. Jack says The Rock's got a 48% support rating to run for president. Would you support The Rock? It doesn't matter if you support The Rock! What women's matches? We just had Jazz and Jordan Grace against the tag team champions. It was a non-title match. And it was overall it was a good match because Jazz came out and was going to do her. She was doing her retirement speech, and they came out. And challenged Grace and actually they're running their mouths and the ref came out and said, "You got a match now in the ring."
Hi, Dad. Oh
Hello.
my gosh, I just kicked things. How you doing?
Do you like Jazz? Yeah, I thought she was good.
Mom said you need to eat these.
Huh?
Mom said you need to eat those.
What are they? Right now?
What do you think?
The crap! Why am I eating pickles right now? Did you give me a fork?
No, you're supposed to.
What? Why am I...
What did I tell you, Maven? Ah, man. Forks are for the chumps. Yeah, you're supposed to.
Forks are for chumps.
I went in the kitchen.
Why am I eating pickles?
I went because we've had them forever and you need to eat them. And they're gross. I don't like them.
Right here on stream, I'm supposed to eat them?
Yeah, they're hot, spicy.
Well, let me have them!
They're hot, spicy. What are they? Maple bourbon pickles. They're gross.
They're Sam's Choice maple bourbon fresh packed pickle chips.
They're gross.
Hot and spicy.
They're disgusting.
They are hot and spicy.
They're gross. I don't like them. It's not because they're spicy. I just don't like sweet pickles.
Have you all heard about Billy Kay, Mickey James, and others being released? Yes. Samoa Joe got released, James. Not that matters to you. Mr. Gleen, you need to eat the things you tossed into my shopping cart, Mr. G. All right.
These green beans suck, by the way. Like, just so you know.
No, there are no ghost peppers in this.
These green beans are kind of weird. I don't know what the...
Sam made a bad choice. Forks are for the weak. I am going to have to get me something else to drink, though. Lewis only had 2.5 matches so far. Yeah, but it hasn't been bad. I don't think this has been a bad show. What if I give you $10 million?
Oh.
Who's coming back?
Jordan, good luck.
Mrs. Gleen says there could be ghost peppers out to get you. There could be. There could be. Clark, The Simpsons used to be my favorite show when I was a kid, but then it tarnished its legacy by being on for way too long. Yes, but they're still predicting the future, Clark, so just stick with them.
The most professional wrestler.
Lewis says no, it's been good. Jack, now it's airing Series 32 and has been renewed for 2 more. That's because it predicts the futures. Zendel, Impact doesn't usually have bad shows. They just don't have a good TV deal. Yeah, I will say the promos are good.
Except
for the matches. The matches are good for the most part.
Except for that Eddie Edwards promo. That was bad. I didn't like that. But whatever.
Lewis wants pickles now because I have some. Well, I have some. Here's a promo. Or an advertisement. Try Sam's Choice Hot Spicy Maple Bourbon
Pickles.
Pickles.
Don't drop them. Don't drop them. That'd be bad.
You too!
And I'm eating spaghetti.
Can feel the heat!
Spaghetti.
See y'all Friday. My phone's about to die. Great show as always. Stay golden. Thanks, James. We appreciate it. Hey, we're thinking of you, man. So Matt Cardona picks Jake something to take on Brian Myers. This is the pick your poison. Pick your poison match. I don't know if I don't know if you want to call it that. So Brian Myers gets to pick Matt Cardona's opponent, and Matt Cardona got to pick Brian Myers' opponent, and Matt Cardona picked Jake something to fight Brian Myers. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I gotta check these clips real quick.
I don't know who this guy is.
Just eat it, Mr. G.
Oh, what is this?
There's one.
Here, turn that down for a second. That was just bad.
Let's see here. I desperately wanted spaghetti, but I have neither the culinary skills to make it nor spaghetti. Well, spaghetti's the important part.
Just eat it. Jordan's gonna tag with Taylor Wilde, I think. Probably. Because they're gross, and I don't like them, so that's why you're supposed to eat them. Fresh packed pickle chips.
Jordan's gonna tag with Taylor Wilde, I think. That just seems too obvious. Since they said she was gonna... Yeah, I need some water. Okay. Bring me 2 bottles of water. Here, take this.
Okay, well, I need to go refill my cup real quick. I know we got a match on, but I gotta refill my cup.
Brian Myers versus Jake something right now in the ring. If you've not hit that like button, make sure you hit that like button. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Eat it. Eat it. Brian Myers with the win. Beats Jake something. Sammy Callahan. So that is crazy. Brian Myers picked Sammy Callahan to take on Matt Cardona. That's pretty cool. If O'Reilly and Fish were to be a tag team again, can they even use the name Red Dragon, as that was their tag team name of Ring of Honor? I don't know. They probably wouldn't want to use it, I'm guessing. Clark says, do you think the War on Terror was one of the reasons action movies weren't as popular after the 90s? Possible. Lewis, did you watch Hardcore Justice? I did not. Al Snow!
Here.
Thanks, man.
Versus Drew Galloway. I've heard that name before.
Here it is. Are you watching?
No.
These actually aren't too bad by themselves.
No thanks. No thanks. No thanks. No thanks.
Clark, before the 2000s, was terrorism not as known worldwide back in the 90s, 80s, and 70s? It was known throughout the world. We just never had anything bad here. And 9/11 kind of changed that. The world, it was bad in the world. Terrorism was huge before 9/11. It just didn't hit the United States. And then 9/11, when we had terrorism here, it changed everything.
It's Drew Galloway, clearly. Dude, Drew looks so
You do not have
now.
to eat the entire jar in one sitting, Mr. G. Thank God.
Drew looks so different now. He looks like so young. I mean, because like he was, but like also, you know, his face like looks different.
I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll be here.
Oh, wait.
Never do that again. Man, Joe showing up twice on Impact. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's wicked. It's wicked cool. Wicked cool. Toast, toast, toast. Mr. G ate the entire jar in one sitting. Respect. Nah, he didn't eat the entire jar. He ate half the jar. What you eating, Maven? Spaghetti. Yeah, that was great. Spaghetti, that's what I'm eating. More specifically, angel hair pasta. It is far superior to actual spaghetti noodles, or like fettuccine noodles, or like linguine. It's like skinnier. It's much better, much better. It cooks really fast, and it's tasty. So, yeah. Angel hair pasta. It's quite fabulous. Oh, Lord. That was wicked. They're showing, TNA Slammiversary 2014. That was wicked. Nice. Yes. Nice. I quite like pasta. Pasta's delicious. Something I can eat, and it's good. I would eat pasta like 25 times a week if I could, but, you know, it is what it is. That and potatoes. So we are getting Cardona and Sammy Callahan now. I'm eating seafood pasta. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I don't eat seafood.
After I blow my nose.
Not really a big seafood fan. Not my cup of tea. I love it. Yeah. If Joe ends up on AEW, I'd be down for Joe and Omega. Yeah, I mean, I'd be down for that. I think that Joe and AEW would be really fun, and I'd really like to see him go there. But, you know, if he ends up somewhere else, that's cool too. Just want to see him get used properly and, you know, have a good time. Be cool. Get to do what he gets to do, you know? That, pizza, and Indian food. I'm not a big pizza person. I don't like pizza. It's just like, I don't know. I dislike pizza. Ooh, Cardona went to the outside and missed. Oh, but he hit the boot there. Ooh. Neck breaker on the outside. Matt Cardona's neon green tights are cool. Okay, it's not technically tights, it's trunks. Whatever. Mrs. G just made another clip. Ah, that's what it is. Dad did it twice. That's funny. We have like 25,000 clips of Mr. G saying Drew. Because he does it so often, and like every time he does it, he like does something different. It's funny. Cardona. Haha. Superstar clips. Yes. Oh, that was wicked. An angry fighter is a sloppy fighter. I am seeing that it's being said that Mauro Ranallo is calling the oh my gosh, what is it? Title match, or the title versus title, Kenny Omega versus Rich Swann. Mauro Ranallo is gonna be doing commentary on that. Cool. such a good commentator, and I miss him on NXT. He just added such like a, you know, different vibe, different feel. He was like excited for stuff. So I think it's cool that he's gonna be on the pay-per-view, doing commentary for him.
I'm back.
Did Maven use her superpowers to make Mr. G disappear? Nah, I used my superpowers to make.
I was getting a sandwich. That's not a sandwich. This is a sandwich.
Smells like salsa.
It is. There's salsa on here.
Moro is awesome. Yeah, and he, I don't know if you heard, Moro now.
Yeah.
Is doing commentary for the Kenny Omega and Rich Swann match at the pay-per-view.
Oh, that's cool. Did they have the press conference?
Not yet.
Okay. I was gonna say.
I just saw that on Twitter.
Did I miss anything?
No.
That pizza and Indian food. What about that pizza and Indian food? I'm eating seafood pasta.
We were talking about food, and Lewis was like, I love pasta and pizza and Indian food.
Got ya.
That's what he was saying. So.
Please refrain from using stupid accents, Mr. G. Crocodile Dundee. Jack knows where I'm coming from.
Quit.
I miss Murrow's Mamma Mia.
I know, he was such a good commentator, and I miss him on NXT, like I said. Looks nice. Thick cut sandwich. Yes, Mr. G has got. It's actually.
Well, this was supposed to be like I said. I need a bread, and Mrs. Gleen like thought I meant bread for the spaghetti, but I didn't want spaghetti. I just wanted a sandwich.
Oh, what? I didn't realize that we were.
And so I made a salami sandwich.
Oh shoot! It's Rosemary, coming back from the dead.
There, see.
I was cutting bread, thinking he was needing it for dipping in pasta sauce, and he goes and makes a sandwich with it.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
How'd that go?
You know I forgot.
You know what I didn't? I'm gonna give you.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I hope Moose returns soon. Yes.
Oh no, Kira Hogan's being thrown into the coffin. Got it. But it's Rosemary. They're like, what?
Between the spicy pickles and the spicy salami Mr. G is eating, I think I'll be sleeping in another room tonight.
Presumably from the dead. I'm sorry, that was funny.
Presumably from the dead.
We don't know for sure. We are just assuming that she is come back from the dead.
What are the things you hate about social media? There are lots and lots of things I hate about social media. Clark, the big thing I hate about social media is you got people that will talk crap on social media, but they wouldn't say crap to your face. Does that make sense?
Yes. Rosemary and Allie from 2019.
Zendel, well, I'm headed out. Y'all have a nice, great time with Impact. Just wanted to be in for a while. I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks, Zendel. Thanks for stopping by. We will be live with SmackDown tomorrow. I heard Moose's contract is up in June, but I could be wrong on that. Moose is entertaining. He will surprise the Rebellion. Yes. I think there could be some stuff happen at Rebellion.
When is Rebellion? When is Rebellion?
24th. Right before, like 2 weeks before, We get Steiner math again!
This is 3 times.
There's way too much social media. Now, the problem is there's way too many people that don't know how to use social media.
Yeah.
I think social media is good, but you got a lot of stupid people out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that him in catering?
Absolutely.
I remember when Rebellion was a WWF show. Yeah, yep.
Your picture's pretty nice. I don't know who this girl is, but this video always makes me laugh. Not only just Scott Steiner, but just like her delivery on stuff is really funny.
Anyone use the Citizen app? What the crap is the Citizen app, Lewis?
Oh.
Throwback!
Hey, thanks for the raid.
Great to have you here, man. How you doing?
We have the
If you have not checked out Throwback's channel, go check him out. Good guy.
During the break, Cardona and Callahan is still going on.
Cardona's pawing at his sternum. Clark, one of the things I hate about social media is it becomes cool to love a musician after they pass. Well, Clark, I think that's just like...
I think that would kind of happen regardless,
yeah,
whether we have social media or not.
Yeah, I think that happens a lot anyway.
I don't think social media really, like, I don't know. I'm sure it makes some difference, but I'm sure that it would still happen anyways.
I love Sammy Callahan.
I think he's cool. It's an app that tells you everything going on in your neighborhood or anywhere in the country.
That's interesting. There's not a lot happening in my neighborhood. I got an old guy that lives next door. And then I've got an old guy that lives next door.
Social media is essential as it helps me keep in contact over the pandemic with my friends and introduce me to new friends. To this day, me and
Aunt
have never met. But not only one, I can't read.
I think Jack's gonna add something else to that.
I think so, and it'll probably make more sense after we've got that.
Thanks for the follow, and I'm gonna screw his name up. Makik 94. WWE used to be really popular in Serbia like 10 years ago. So it's lost popularity?
Oh no. Cardona is unloading his arsenal. What are you doing?
I'm trying to eat my cheese without like spilling like this watery stuff that's on it.
From the salsa?
Yeah.
Weirdo. Sammy Callahan is rising to his feet. Oh! Powerbomb. Going for the pile driver.
No, not this time.
1, 2. Oh. That was absolutely 3, but whatever.
But not only once, it makes me want to strangle an ex-coworker for his hot takes and insist I know neither Star Trek, wrestling, or politics. Also, my fellow Star Trek fan is usually a bumhole. Jack, you just gotta ignore some of it.
The WWF quit being popular, or the WWE quit being popular in Canada after the 2000s.
That's because they tried to go global.
You know what I will say about this show? I think it's been okay. However, I feel like it's, like, I don't know. I feel like we've been sitting here for a long time watching it. And we still have another 30 minutes.
I think the first hour flew by, I thought.
Yeah, I feel like, I think that jazz thing, it was cool, but I feel like it also kind of slowed things down and stuff.
Social media is how we met some of the most excellent people, so it's great in my book. Yes, definitely. If it wasn't for social media, we wouldn't know Jack. I don't know Jack anyway.
Always ready. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh my God.
That pile driver is rough. 1, 2, 3. Sammy Callahan got the win. That is. Yikes.
So what does this mean in the Brian Myers and Matt Cardona thing?
I don't know, but that pile driver is wicked.
Yeah. He lost a fingernail. No way. Oh my God.
I think not. I don't think so, bro. I'd be on the floor. Nah! No. No. And then I wouldn't proceed to go and rip out the remaining portion of the nail. No.
That would hurt.
No, I don't think so. That makes my finger hurts now. Ow. No, I don't think so.
Mr. Gleen, part on excellent. That's an I agree in Wayne's World.
Ew.
I lost my fingernail.
Are you okay there, dude?
Sammy Callahan lost his fingernail. And then he ripped it off.
Trey Miguel. Get your star
he's challenging Trey Miguel.
Right now? Yeah, I wouldn't do that with a messed up finger, bro. Oh, Trey is up for the challenge. It's Trey Miguel.
Jack, today I applied for a manager's job in a cinema about 200 feet from my bed. Also, ow. Did you get the job, Jack? Clark says Edge wants to make one last run in the company because he still has the energy to make one last run. He's going to show up in AEW in 2 weeks.
Mr. G is really looking forward to that.
Johnny Lee, it's Ricochet. I mean Trey Miguel. They do look alike.
Who? Ricochet? Oh, yeah. He does look like, literally, you put a picture of him and Ricochet by each other, like, same dude.
Yeah.
Same dude.
Mrs. Gleen, I am probably a tad biased. The internet is one of my favorite things. Pre-social media, there were message boards and chat rooms. That's how I met Mr. G. Yes, we did.
That fire.
For real.
It's Sammy. Sammy wants to teach Trey how to use that rage so it will take Trey to the next level. Do what's right. Shake my hand. Join forces with the draw of Impact Wrestling. Sammy freaking Callahan. Let's take over everything. Shake my hand. No, shake my hand. Wait. Oh. Absolutely not. Sorry. Didn't want to shake your hand. Oh, Sammy Callahan attacked Tommy Dreamer. He said, bro, what is he doing? What is he doing with his face? Literally, what was he doing with his, like, face?
I don't know, but he's not doing anything with his face. He was, like, wanted to say something.
Like, what was that? Like, literally, I don't understand what that was, but okay. So, Sammy Callahan is the one who attacked Tommy Dreamer.
Sammy Callahan is awesome.
He did it for Trey. He did it for Trey Miguel. Oh.
I would love to see him getting involved in an angle with Moxley.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Jack. No, not got it yet. Want it because I work miles away and want the same job, but where I can wake up and get to work within 10 minutes. Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Clark, do you remember that Hogan-Lesnar match where Lesnar beat Hogan to a bloody mess? That match proved that Lesnar was going to be the next world champion. Yep. Jack, although I don't mind the buses as they are free for me, I have a disabled bus pass. Johnny, could you imagine if Roddy ended up in the 24/7 division? I'd be upset. Yeah, well, don't be shocked. Just telling you. Jack, I met all my exes through social media. Okay, one was evil, and she was the min one for 9 years, and I was going to propose to her, but, well, others were nice. The main one. Futuristic Mr. G, you're going to be disappointed about this, and it's about Madden 20. Okay, if you're playing as the Jaguars and losing, Futuristic, I'm not very happy with you. By the way, Sammy Callahan is destroying, or has destroyed, Trey Miguel. He left him in the ring, and it's disgusting.
Trey is getting up.
Trey got up! I like how Sammy's response. I'm the Chiefs, and I broke someone's ankle by tricking them that I was going the opposite way. As I did, it went flying. Not good, Futuristic. Not good. Clark, I think heading into SummerSlam 2002, most fans knew Brock was going to defeat The Rock to become the next world champion. Yeah, probably. Jack, Madden 20 is a bit poo. Jaguars player got destroyed. As long as you're not the Bucks. Jack, the only reason why you probably say it's poo is Bird Patriots isn't on the cover. Yes.
Kazarian. Did they say Kaz? Kaz and Davari? Okay.
Don't ever do it again, Futures.
What is that?
I love this match. This type of match where they put that up above the ring. I think this is cool.
Is that Frankie Kazarian?
Yes. don't know.
I think that's who it is. Oh, dude's gonna jump on him. Oh.
Oh, yeah, this is crazy. If he would have landed wrong
that would have been
when he came down there,
bad.
like, had his leg, just think if he would have landed and he was doing the splits. I mean, you saw him almost do that anyway.
We about had ourselves a Justice Psycho Sid.
Look, if that leg would have been, like, bent back just a little bit, he would have been, like...
Like I said, we about had ourselves a Psycho Sid leg dilemma.
Yeah.
I've seen this 25 times, bro. 25 times. 25 times.
Taylor Wilde. Awesome Kong. You're not wrong, Jack. Also, I meant to say all right and not also. Gotcha. That was close. That was a close. We had a 1-2. No give up at all for Taylor Wilde. The crowd is getting to this. If Kong could just hit the awesome bomb, it's over. Wilde rolls her up. 3, she did it. She pinned her. Taylor Wilde defeats Awesome Kong. The new TNA. What happened to Kong in AEW? I don't know. Finn Juice.
That's great. We haven't seen an AEW ad yet, have we?
No. Is this match going to be at... Are they going to have this at Rebellion?
Who is it?
Finn Juice.
Against who?
The Good Brothers.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. Think about that. An Impact pay-per-view is going to have an AEW dude and a tag team from New Japan Wrestling.
It's wicked.
Wrestle Week. The Good Brothers. Badass movie night. They're going to show Meatballs on Friday.
I'm sure that'll be great.
Is that going to be on Twitch?
I don't know, but I'm sure that'll
Wonder
be
if it's a
great.
watch along.
I'm sure that will be great.
Clark, my YouTube friends did a video on reasons why Jordynne Grace sucks. I think she's good.
I like her.
John Lee, since we saw Awesome Kong, when was the last time we saw her on AEW? It's been a while.
Yeah.
Next week, Tennille Dashwood versus Susan. Next week, Violent by Design versus Storm, Edwards, Sabin, and Mac. Eric Young versus Eddie Edwards next week. I thought Eric Young's hurt, isn't he?
That's what I thought. I thought he was injured.
Rebellion, Sammy Callahan versus Trey Miguel.
Last man standing match. Then a main event, title versus title.
Title versus title. Rich Swann versus Kenny Omega. Winner takes home all the gold. We have the press conference. Why are you asking him?
Where's Kenny? Where's Kenny? Does anybody know where Kenny is? Okay, I guess. No Kenny? Okay. We're gonna move on with questions. Our Heroes Rock! That's Big E's thing! That's cool.
It is Jerry Lynn next to Tony Khan.
Kenny Omega is one of the best in the world. You heard that here first from
Clark says, is it true Edge is going to AEW? Yes, Clark, I've been saying it for months now.
No, it's not. It absolutely is not. It's a rumor Mr. G started. It's not. No.
Believe it.
No. Don't.
Edge to AEW in 2 weeks.
No. Tony Khan says he believes Kenny Omega will win the match. I think that we're seeing the Young Bucks at the pay-per-view. I think Young Bucks are going to show up and help.
Yeah.
Kenny.
I agree.
That's not where I thought he was going with that, but okay. All the I's have been dotted and the T's have been crossed. That's not what I thought he was going to say. There will be a winner. Tony Khan said so.
So are they bringing Aubrey Edwards?
Oh, shoot.
Here he comes.
It's Kenny. You know, I've never actually heard the words to his song.
Huh.
Cool.
Dude, this is pretty cool.
I like the
This press conference
is
cool.
I think Aubrey Edwards being brought in would be really cool. Kenny is here. Kenny and Dawn, thank you for joining us.
Sorry, guys, we're not reading chat right now. Sorry, we're paying attention to this press conference. Omega.
Are these real questions? Ask Don and Callahan.
He just walked in.
Walks in.
He walks in. I've had enough.
Kenny Omega. Kenny, by God, Omega. The king of the death match.
Kenny, by beep, Omega.
You've never had a press conference. I don't think Rich Swann is scared. I think he's about to get up and punch you in the nose. The bargain bin at the local Target. Microphone. I mean what I say and I say what I mean. What is this, Dr. Seuss? It's a very professional looking press conference. He just said that Rich Swann does not belong on the stage, and he does not belong in this ring. You do not belong in this history-making event. When everyone looks back at the tapes, when they look back at the match that was, the match to Unified Champions, the match that opened the Forbidden Door.
Hi, Tyler.
That's
we're listening to the Kenny Omega press conference here, so
the legacy.
We're not reading chat much right now.
Kenny Omega. They're not gonna remember Rich Swann. He's just gonna be the dude that lost. What?
To the victor goes the spoils.
I've never heard that in my life.
Is he gonna shake his hand?
No, Rich Swann.
He slapped him!
Beep, beep! Oh.
They just killed the belts!
Well.
Alright, that was good.
I liked that.
That was good. The excellent way to lead into the whole rebellion and everything.
So are we watching the pay-per-view?
Yes, we will watch the pay-per-view. Simply because we have to now.
Yeah, because we're doing Impact. So
yeah.
when are we gonna watch the show?
Yeah, we have to watch it. It's like, this was done well. I loved how they did the press conference. The press conference was good, you know, with Khan there and everything. I thought it was done good. Mm-hmm. Excellent job there. The only thing I wish they would have done is I wish we would have got to hear Rich Swann talk.
Oh yeah, for longer than 2 seconds.
Yeah. They just had to say a little more and say, you know, maybe that's what they should have done, is had him on the mic instead of answering questions. Mm-hmm. Had him on the mic when the Kenny Omega music hit.
Yeah.
I think that would have added a little more to it.
Yeah, so overall, I thought this show was decent. I don't really have any issues with what happened with it. I will say that I don't know. I think that I think that the first hour went by pretty quick. But I don't know. I thought the second hour kind of felt like it dragged on some. And I don't know if that's because of the jazz thing and like how slow that went. And I wasn't super into that. I don't know.
I think one of the issues you have with tonight was because I thought the first hour flew by.
Well, yeah, that's what I said.
I mean, we were sitting here, you know, and I looked at the clock and I was like, whoa, that's like an hour went by, and there's been a lot. The Josh Alexander TJP match was really good. Then we had Carl Anderson versus Crazy Steve.
Another really good match.
Then we had the Swingers Palace.
I thought
this was a good segment. We got Petey Williams, Math. Eddie Edwards and Willie Mack.
I didn't really like this. The Eddie Edwards portion of this promo, I didn't like. I didn't think the delivery was that great, and I didn't love it.
Well, I would say that was probably the weakest part of it, but then
choppy,
but
weird,
the whole
but after James Storm and Chris Sabin came out, and James Storm did his thing on the mic, and you had Violent by Design, they came out. I thought that was good, and I liked that.
Yeah, the way they did the whole interaction with each other was really good, I thought. Then we have Deanna and Susan run into Scott D'Amore in the back, and basically tells Deanna to stay away from the Jazz announcement, retirement. Then we have Tennille Dashwood's talk show. I thought this was done well. I loved what they did with this. I thought it was kind of funny. Jazz retirement speech.
I thought this is where it got a little bit slow.
So let me ask you this. Because I feel Jazz isn't good on the mic. And that might be an understatement. Do you think that is what kind of slowed this whole process down?
I think so. I think it was just her going out and doing her promo, and like it's cool. I'm fine with her doing the whole retirement thing, and that's cool. I just think it kind of slowed stuff down and sort of, you know, the flow of the show. I don't think was the same for me after that segment, just because I think of how slow it sort of went by. I was like sitting there going, "Good gravy's like." It's still only 8:30. We still have another 30 minutes of the show left, you know.
Yeah.
So, I would say that's what slowed it down.
Yeah. So then, Fire and Flava comes out and basically is running their mouths, and a referee comes out and says,
"You got a match.
You got a match now."
So Jordan Grace and Jazz fought Fire and Flava. Jordan Grace and Jazz won. And then Jazz finishes up her retirement speech. Everybody comes out and bids her adieu.
Yeah, I mean, she won retiring. Then we get the Pick Your Poison matches.
We get Jake something.
Where Matt Cardona picked Jake something to fight Brian Myers. And it went about 2 minutes and 22 seconds.
They both lost?
Dang. And then, no, Brian Myers won. Then we had Sammy Callahan against Matt Cardona because Brian Myers picked Sammy Callahan to face Matt Cardona. And it went a little longer. It's a good match.
Fingernail totally tore it off. That was gross.
Ripped his fingernail off. Crazy.
Blah, 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 blah,
if you've
blah,
never
blah,
torn
blah,
a fingernail.
No.
Yeah, that hurts.
I don't even think about. No, don't want to think about what that.
I split my fingernail and had to had it hang in there, and I was like, man, that sucks.
So after this, Sammy Callahan calls out Trey Miguel. Sammy asks Trey to join him. Sammy's like, look, you would not have been on Hardcore Justice if it wasn't for me, because I attacked Tommy Dreamer, which gave you the opportunity. And Trey Miguel tried to beat up Sammy, and it didn't work. Callahan beat the crap out of him, and that was that.
Then we have a Finn Juice promo, basically calling out the Good Brothers. And then we have Stryker and D'Lo Brown announce next week's matches. We have the Good Brothers versus Decay, Tennille Dashwood versus Susan, Eric Young versus Eddie Edwards. It should be a decent show next week.
And then matches for Rebellion are announced. We are getting Violent by Design versus Storm, Sabin, Edwards, and Mac. And we're getting Trey versus Sammy in a last man standing match.
And then we have the press conference that we just watched with Tony Khan was there, Jerry Lynn was there representing AEW, Kenny Omega and...
Nowhere to be found.
And Don Callis were nowhere. Gone, out, checked out, weren't around. And then we have Scott D'Amore and Rich Swann sitting there representing Impact. And...
essentially, before Kenny got out there, they were just assuring us that there will be a winner.
Yes.
There will be a winner. Somebody will be walking out with all the titles.
And then they asked questions. There were some questions from some of the media, and it got answered. And then Don Callis, we get interrupted with Omega's music, and Don Callis and Omega come out.
Don Callis and then goes,
so then
I've had enough of this. He doesn't even say anything.
They get a question asked, and Don Callis goes, one question. I'm tired of these questions. What kind of questions are these?
So he takes over.
And he basically kicks Josh Matthews out of the way and stands at the mic talking about, how great Omega is. And then we have Omega getting on the mic, basically telling Swann that he's going to beat him. And then we had them slap each other, and then they went after each other, and they had to pull them apart, and that's the way it ended. Good show. It's pronounced D'Amore. I don't know how I've heard it different ways.
D'Amore.
D'Amore.
I don't know how.
I think it's Amore.
I don't know.
I'd have to hear. I gotta listen.
I don't know.
I'll have to listen next time. I'm sorry, Liz, if I messed it up, man. Let's get caught up on chat real quick. I don't know if the people are still here. Mrs. Gleen said this was good. They're going to make an Impact fan out of me yet. Lewis, yeah, that was awesome. Tyler says favorite match was definitely Moxley versus Omega in that barbed wire death match. Yes. Lewis, we need more wrestling, but the Sammy match was good, and the first match. Yeah, I thought tonight was okay. I mean, it was a pretty solid show. Solid show tonight. Lewis, yeah, Crazy Steve was good. Eddie wasn't into it enough. He's better at wrestling. Yes, it seemed to slow things down a little bit. But then it picked up a little bit when we had Storm, Saban.
Who came out and saved it.
Yeah, come out.
Yeah.
Sammy is always gross. Yeah. You guys do great recaps and fun to watch alongs. We try, Lewis. We try. That spot Sammy did is 100% painful. Mrs. Gleen throws up the heart. It's okay. You're still my bestie. Thanks, man. That means a lot. I just realized it's the 8th anniversary of the Boston Marathon. Yes. Sorry to bring things down. Yes, it is, Jack. It is the 8th anniversary of the Boston Marathon pipe bomb things. 6.5 out of 10. Yeah, I could give it a 6.5 out of 10. 6.5 or a 7 out of 10. I thought it was a solid show. There was some spots in there that kind of slowed down a little bit, but overall, it picked up at the end. I felt the beginning was good. I felt there were a couple spots in the middle that were solid. And so, good show. I thought Impact did a good job.
Yeah, I agree.
Jack says the same, 6.5 out of 10. Clark, Pulp Fiction was on Sci-Fi recently. That's out of place for a movie to be on a channel like that, but either that than that, I always love watching it on a TV or a video. Well, you know, some of these channels have pretty much kind of went away from what they actually mean. They changed the strap for the TNA title.
I have no idea.
I didn't even pay attention. They might have.
No clue. So.
I don't think we have anything else. We talked before we went live. We talked about the WWE stuff.
Oh well, the only other thing was Mrs. G said the YouTube stuff.
The what?
The YouTube stuff.
What YouTube stuff?
YouTube stuff that you talked about this morning. Changing rules, no autoplay.
Oh yes, YouTube is talking. Well, it's not YouTube. It's the government.
Oh well, whatever. The government.
Talking about not having.
It had to do with YouTube.
Autoplay on videos on YouTube and things like that because they want to protect kids. So yeah, I don't know.
What YouTube stuff? Well, essentially, are you freaking kidding me? I think, Mr. G.
What?
Trouble. So
it wasn't just YouTube though.
I'm gonna explain this really terribly.
It's like social media is what they were talking about.
Essentially, the government is worried about targeting ads to kids or whatever, and so they're taking away like the ability for kids under like 13 or 12 or something like that to like make certain social media accounts or something, or they're like looking at doing that. And like part of that is on YouTube they have this autoplay button.
The autoplay button, futuristic.
That you can have on or off. And the autoplay button, autoplay.
Yeah, so it'll roll right to the next video.
They're looking at getting rid of that so kids don't stay on YouTube for as long.
Yeah, so now they actually have to physically, when they're sitting there watching it, instead of just letting it roll to the next video, they actually have to hit the button to start the next one. How dumb is that?
So it's not cool. So they're
it wasn't just YouTube, but the issue is one of the reasons you started this show early to talk about it.
So they oh my gosh, they're taking away the autoplay button, and so that's gonna like hurt people's content rolling to the next thing.
I'm telling you, squirrels have invaded me.
What I legitimately did not understand about it is the whole targeting ads thing, and this is what I said to Mrs. G earlier, when you were talking about it this morning when she first saw the article or whatever, was that it makes no sense to me, the whole targeted ads thing, because they already took those away, like a year or so ago, maybe a little over a year ago. They're not doing that anymore, but we're worried about targeting ads to kids. But my question is, legitimately anything that a kid sees could be like, oh, that's a targeting ad.
I grew up watching cartoons.
But wait. You see a kid on the playground wearing like a Paw Patrol t-shirt or something. The kid could easily go, oh, Mom, I want that t-shirt. That's like advertisement right there. It's no different. So like, I legitimately do not understand it.
I don't either. Lewis says, so kids will be safe, kids, like Dion. Yeah. Like Dion.
It makes no sense, bro.
They also plan to get rid of the captions. Yeah. Well, Dion might be an 80-year-old man. He could be. They're thinking of getting rid of YouTube's dislike button. Yeah, like dislike button does anything anyway. The problem with this is that these changes, though probably done with good intentions, end up hurting the creators. It does.
I think the intention to begin with is stupid because, like, any way you look at it, like, it doesn't matter what you do unless you stop kids, you know, having, like, human interaction. Any way you look at it, there's, like, targeted ads or whatever. Like, it makes no sense.
Yeah, just dumb.
I just don't get it.
They get rid of captions. I will have a problem with that. Yes. My mom grew up in Jesus days. Targeted ads did her no harm.
Like, I don't get it.
It is stupid. I don't understand it. I don't get, the whole idea of, like, a kid goes to the store and sees something, they want it, right? Mm-hmm. Like, if they see it on YouTube, it's not like they're going to Amazon and going, I gotta buy this.
Yeah.
And if they go to their parents and say, hey, I want to buy this, then their parents need to tell them no if they don't want them to have it. So I don't understand the whole point of it. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me at all. None.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Futuristic, if you go on your library on YouTube, you would see clips. You also will see them on big streamers like gamers. Yeah? So, YouTube may go stupid here soon. Well, wait, just social media, because the government's going to go stupid.
Isn't there a specific YouTube for kids? Yeah, there is. But YouTube is worried about the targeted ads and stuff.
Which is dumb. Dumb. If they get rid of the captions, surely that's a list and hurts people who are learning their language. Yeah, it does. Lewis, just control your kids. What a concept. Like...
Lewis, I knew we liked you.
Ding,
sane
ding,
people.
ding.
I like sane people. People that make a lot of sense.
Why are you trying to make laws and things like that stop people that enjoy the stuff?
Also, the other thing that I said to Mom was, okay. Targeted ads. A kid sees an ad for a truck. Okay. The kid goes, oh my gravies, I want that truck. That kid has to go to the parent. And either the parent is a giant snowflake and will do anything for the kid because they're a buffoon and give them everything they want in life, ever. Or they can be a parent and say, look, Junior, you're 8 years old. Trucks, those are for big people. Like...
Nice try, Junior.
What?
You can't...
Why are we... Like, I don't get it. I just legitimately
I don't get it either. Don't get it.
At all.
Clark says, Braun Strowman, now having train sounds when he does one of his moves, is the WWE making him into more of a... Only when he runs around the ring. That's when we get the train sounds. But it's okay. What does SMH mean?
Shaking my head.
Mrs. Gleen says, I use captions to watch things without disturbing people sleeping in my room. I also read it in other languages for learning purposes. And I don't need to. How about the people that actually need the captions? Do they not matter? Yes.
It makes no sense.
That doesn't make sense.
None of it makes sense.
What they're doing is dumb.
People off. What the flying figs is going on with our generation?
Becoming losers.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't get it.
Yeah. Like, parents can't tell kids no.
Apparently. That's why
no.
Society is, I don't get why I can't have a truck. I don't get it, man.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Duck flying.
The government, Lewis. The government sucks. The government sucks. I'm excited
to
see who was released.
But also, it's not just the government, though. It's people.
Yeah.
Parents.
Well, it's parents probably complaining to the government and
children,
doctors and things like that.
That's what makes sense to me.
Because it's some doctors, like pediatrician doctors, that were talking about this too.
Which is so stupid. Stay in your lane, bro.
Yeah.
Stay in your lane.
Go get that truck that Junior wanted. Stay in your lane.
It doesn't matter. Like, what do you...
Lewis is excited to see where the release people go. I am too. I'm curious to see where they all go. That'll be interesting. Duck. Figs are flying. This is all out there right now because Facebook is wanting to launch an Instagram for under 12 crowd to keep them safe. Yeah, because they're not going to get on the other one.
Well, I can understand stuff like that, but like at the same time, it's just like, bro.
Was this debate introduced by the dumb Ted Cruz? No, this is from...
Oh my God, Jack! I have to send you something. Hold on. That you said Ted Cruz. That
it is money. That's what it boils down to. Someone's paying them to do this. Which is why I think we need to get rid of in our government. We need to get rid of special interest groups. I don't know why I can't have a Big Mac, though it's mainly my ads. A flippin' Big Mac. Yeah. Like, just tell your kid. No.
I don't get it. I legitimately don't get it.
It's not like Junior's going and getting his debit card and going, I gotta buy this.
Don't get
Amazon, here I come.
I don't get it.
So, I don't think we have anything else, do we?
I don't have
missing anything?
No.
For all of you that stuck with us, thank you. We've enjoyed this. You guys are awesome. Heck, I use subtitles when I watch New Japan clips on YouTube to understand what they're saying, since some of them speak Japanese. So how can I understand what they're saying if I don't have subtitles? Yes, exactly. I don't know how you would do it. It doesn't make sense. Ivan, you're back. You're back again. Back in the neighborhood. How's it going? A lot's happened since you left. The world has changed. I don't know if you know that.
It's over. It's crap. They want to remove them. Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah? I agree. It's crap.
Yes.
So, yeah. I don't have anything else.
I don't have anything either. I think that's pretty much it.
I guess we will see tomorrow if there's any more people released, if there's anything else announced.
Yes.
Only time will tell.
Yes. Great stream, guys. Thanks, Liz. We appreciate it. It's always the Giants and the W that get turned into goofs, pretty much. Will the real Ivan please stand up? Please stand up. Will the real Ivan please stand up? Mr. G, I'll never say no. When a person wants to buy a Big Mac, I'll buy one. Only if I get half. It's a kid's act if anyone wants to write their congressman. Yes. Good. I was eating dinner with my nephew. What'd you eat? What'd you have? I had some spicy pickles.
And complain that we don't want this garbage.
Yeah, definitely. I don't need you to control me any more than you try to control me. You dorks. Peace out, everybody.